Nettie, and it's Woohoo Wednesday. So, I never know what I'm going to do from week to week, and Woohoo Wednesday is just a fun thing to do day. And so, I'm actually going to do something sort of practical because, when you get into retirement age, you don't necessarily have the money to go out and buy couture clothing. So, I've got my LuLaRoe dress on, LuLaRoe, and that's as couture as I can get it, and it's like 3 years old. So, but you might notice that Nettie is into leopard. I love leopard. Oh, and I love my opera glasses. When I'm doing my crafts, I sometimes have to put glasses on so I can see better. Like they're reading glasses, so I can't see Jimmy. Well, I'm not even sure where he's at, but I can't see him but I can see close up. So, what kind of craft are we doing? Well, enough that I have to have my grandma's apron on. So, I love my leopard, and I was wanting a pair of new shoes, something a little stylish, and I was at the jumble sale at the church. And, when they say jumble, they don't kid, because jumble at the church is, boxes and boxes in some places, And, I don't buy a whole lot. I usually just go to help, because who needs all that junk? You know what I end up doing? I give my stuff away, and I go and I buy it back. I don't know it's mine till I look at the bottom of my Tupperware and see my own name. Oh, well, doesn't matter. I know for sure that what I got here wasn't mine. Ooh. I keep having trouble with lights. Okay. Anyway. So here I am. Oh, I couldn't take the tag off. Let me see if I can get the tag off. Because, they sold these suckers for $1.50. And, well, I'm not going to take the tag off. It's sort of, as long as it's right there. And you know what? Somebody paid $4.99 for these at Goodwill. And, they're in good condition. Well, they're called Joan Boyce. They're made by Joan Boyce. Well, this was her couture line, and gold and silver. Oh, look at bling. It's got bling on it. Let me just hold these up here, because when I get done with these, look at that. A little heel, just right for my age. And a little Velcro tape. Now, it kind of just looks like a strap. I might even glue a little button on there so I'll have them fooled. But, who cares? I love them. But it's not like I think I should be someone else. But let me just do what I'm going to do, and we'll do the lecture later. So I have a little paintbrush, because you know what I'm going to do with these? I noticed that some of the highfalutin movie stars, they pay a humongous amount of money for red on the bottom of their shoes. They're called Jimmy. I don't know. I think it's sort of like our Chinese food in town. Jimmy Foo's. Jimmy Fung's. It's not this Jimmy, but it's another Jimmy in New York or something. He makes these shoes, and his trademark is red bottoms. Well, I say, what happens when you walk in them? You're going to have this big old spot right. Well, I'll show you what you're going to have. Let's start painting. So here we go. I'm not going to put the camera on here because you know how to do paint. I mixed up my red paint, stirred it a little bit. Let's get going, because let's just paint. Paint on the bottom of my shoes. See how this goes. So far, so good. So, I don't really fall for the trends that much because, it's a lot of money to, go out and buy something trendy. And then by the time the next season comes around, it's already time to give it away. I think the coutures are in cahoots with Goodwill, because you give it to Goodwill, they mark it up to half the price, which in this case would be $450 or something. And then, everybody wins, except for the consumer. Okay, well, there's the first one. And I can just wipe that off right here. That's not going to stick long anyway. Okay. Now I'll get it to settle there to dry. I got a little paper towel here, and I'll just set it so it doesn't get Nettie's desk all dirty. Just settle yourself. Okay. And one more. Now I'm going to show you what it looks like after you've worn those $697 shoes, and that's probably half price. Once. It's going to look like that. Well, that's even good. Let's wipe a little bit of that stuff off. Just wipe it off a little bit. Now, does that look good? No? So we're ahead of the game. Throw that away. We are ahead of the game because we don't fall for it to begin with. So why am I doing this then? Perhaps it's just to see what it feels like to have red in the bottom of your shoes. Because Nettie loves red. Look, red and that's my iWatch. Jimmy gave it to me. He got the new one. And he said, Nettie, you need an iWatch. Okay. But I left it. It keeps time. Dick Tracy. Okay. So look, I'm going to let them dry. There's no need showing you what they're done because they look the same. And I don't even know why I did that. But it's Wednesday. And I think I've figured out why I did it. I just think sometimes we get caught up in what everybody else is doing. Like, some people, that's why I wear an apron. Jimmy, plug your ears. You might get offended. Well, sometimes we all have to have the best and the brand new. And there's times when that's important because, Jimmy did talk me into my new iPhone. And it's because it has a nice camera on it. And this is my profession now. But I didn't need a new iWatch just because I wanted one. I didn't. But Jimmy gave it to me because he didn't want to waste what he already put money into, I guess. But what do we need that for? I mean, look at my earbobs. This one just popped off. But my earbobs, these are my mama's, and they were Sarah Coventry. So back in the 50s and the 60s, they wore Sarah Coventry. They had parties. But even back then, it was a trendy thing to give a jewelry party, and there's peer pressure. Everybody goes, and you think, oh, she's giving me cookies, chocolate cake, ice cream, and a little cup of coffee. I better buy something. So they did. Luckily, that was a good brand, and I've been using it for many years. Don't get caught up in the world. We don't need to, because really, when you can do something like this if you want, I hope it washes off. I know what, I'm going to go walking on the beach and that sandal taken off, but I love my shoes. And I was able to find something I really loved at the jumbo sale. I don't think I'll be shopping too much at Goodwill. The original price, $4.99. Well, why don't you just buy them new for $12.99 from the Blair catalog? That's it. Just be happy with what you've got and, save for a rainy day and be able to enjoy life without having to worry about who's got what and who's got the best. Take what you've got and mix it and match it. Put on your earbobs that match. Put on your lipstick and your rouge. And go paint the town and not your shoes, okay? Don't be crappy. Be happy. You know what? Nettie loves you. Bye-bye. Happy Woohoo Wednesday. Woohoo! Oh, you know the ticket. Remember to subscribe and give me a thumbs up. Thank you.